Hi, I'm Michael Kosta. You know, all my life I've loved nunchucks. But up until this year, I could have been arrested for even carrying my chucks down the streets of New York City. I sat down with the hero who changed that law. And you? You can thank me later. Ow!
I'm Jim Maloney. I'm the lawyer who recently was able to get the nunchuck prohibition in New York overturned on constitutional grounds.
You made nunchucks legal in New York.
Well, actually, it's pronounced nunchucks.
Right, nunchucks. Why are you so obsessed with nunchucks?
They were a big part of my life for many years. So yeah, I'm passionate about my right to have them.
How did this all start?
Shortly after the martial arts movies featuring Bruce Lee became real popular, a lot of kids, including myself, started playing around with nunchucks, and the legislature got fearful that they were going to be used by gangs to terrorize people, mugging them. And so the legislature just decided to ban them completely. The law went into effect September 1st, 1974. In the years since then, there have been sporadic prosecutions against people who have them in their home. I had a similar experience. Police searched my home. They found nunchucks under the couch.
Police found nunchucks under your couch.
Nunchucks.
Nunchucks, got it.
So based on that, I was charged with possession of chuck-a-sticks, as they're called under the statute. So as soon as the criminal case
As James droned on about his decades-long legal battle, I thought of a much more exciting way to tell his kung fu story.
Within less than a month, I brought this constitutional challenge.
Hey, isn't it a little weird that I'm playing this guy? He's like super white.
Ronnie, if a white guy does it, it's problematic. It's cultural appropriation. If you do it, it's fine.
Is it?
I honestly, I don't know.
Okay, whatever. Let's fight.
I have to serve them with summons and complaint. And in 2007, my Second Amendment claim was not really established yet as applying against the states. So it was dismissed, and I had to appeal the dismissal.
But the Second Amendment, that's about guns.
Well, the Second Amendment says...
I understand the Second Amendment. I'm an expert, to be honest with you. Go ahead, tell us about the Second Amendment.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state.
Free state, right.
The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Not firearms.
And nunchucks falls under that?
It does.
So this became a Second Amendment issue.
Right. I appealed to the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. I have 3 judges on the panel, Judge Pooler, Judge Katzmann, and Judge SOTOMAYOR.
SOTOMAYOR, Supreme Court Justice today.
Correct.
That's right. SOTOMAYOR even mentioned Jim in her Senate confirmation hearing.
Sir, in Maloney, we were talking about nunchuck sticks.
Told you it was nunchucks.
They did not give me the relief I asked for on the basis that the Second Amendment did not guarantee that right as against state laws. And said, if you want that, you have to go to the Supreme Court. And that is where I was feeling down and out.
Where are your nunchucks in all of this?
I basically unstrung the nunchucks. I cut the cord.
You took your sacred nunchucks and you cut them.
No big deal. You just put them back together when you're ready. What the Supreme Court did was toss out the decision that killed the case and send it back down. So then I was back down in the trenches again.
You're alive, baby.
Oh,
Right?
Anyway,
Sure.
So I'm back down in the trenches, and I get a new judge, and she wanted me to show expert testimony and statistics. And so I flew in a couple of people who were knowledgeable about nunchucks.
You flew in nunchuck experts. Both white guys, I presume?
They are.
Yep.
It was kind of a funny trial because I was wearing a lot of hats. I was the plaintiff, obviously. I'm the lawyer, and I was also the first witness. I said, Your Honor, I'll now call my first witness, which is myself. It was 3 days of trial. And on December 14th, the judge struck down the entire statute
And did you feel like, oh my God, this is over? I get to just nunchuck the shit out of everything now. Everybody in New York is nunchucking. Kids, pets, adults, grandparents, nannies, because of you. Did you receive an award from the Nunchuck Association or from chuckers all around the world?
No.
What'd you get?
The decision.
I figured you'd say something like that. I'm presenting you with a Nunchuck award. Read it out loud. What does it say?
To James Maloney for striking down the ban on nunchucks from your Chuck buddy, Michael Kosta.
I also made this commemorative shirt. On the front, it says, I live for 3 things. And on the back, it says, suckin', and chuckin'.